We got London on the track.
What's up, y'all? Straight to the Point podcast. You know what it is. It's Saturday. Chelsea, Vince, LA ain't here, but she will be. Today we got Todd Dean.
Appreciate it.
Tell
y'all
people
for
what's
having
up,
me.
Todd. Todd brought gifts.
Hey, I came bearing gifts. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
came
hit
bearing
it up.
gifts. So, I'm just ready to. First of all, I'm excited that y'all got a podcast.
Thank you.
And it's the
Appreciate
move.
it,
You know what I mean? I mean, people need to come have a place where we can talk, right?
Exactly.
right.
Get it
Open
off your chest.
conversation,
Get it off
right.
your chest.
And that's pretty much what a podcast is.
Yeah.
And y'all open it up for the Ville.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jack Rip.
Okay.
Gotta shout out Jack Rip.
Rip
Shout
over
out
here.
Rip.
He
Making it happen.
allowed the studio for us to be able to do this podcast each and every Saturday. So,
And I would like to be on here like more than once.
man, come on.
Say less.
Just let us know.
Say less.
So, yeah, y'all just let me
I was
know.
shocked. I was like, "Oh, Ty hitting us up. He want to come on the podcast?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
up? Bring him on.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
You know?
I mean, you gotta have me on it. You got to.
Yeah.
Got to.
I mean, Josh, I'm just saying. I
He
gotta be
said,
on one.
he said, Josh, you all right, but you gotta have me on here.
So man, let's talk about let's get into some of the community stuff you get into. What's talk to me about this circle of advancement that you the president of that just started up.
So we a local service organization, and pretty much right now we serve the youth and the homeless. That's kind of, we want to serve all people, right? But starting out, that's kind of like our base. That's our foundation. And we have an event coming up. We do a backpack drive on Summer Hill. We help close to 200 kids this year.
That's good.
All in the
Came
Summer
through
Hill
that.
community though. Think about
Yeah.
if we would have had that growing up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
'Cause we was on the hill.
Right.
Right.
there.
We was on the hill, walking up and down the hill all day, every day.
And think about like back then though, it was more black kids, and you didn't have that. You didn't have nobody coming to your neighborhood to help you, to give back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what we want to do, man. We don't have like one demographic. We don't serve one race, but I always wanted to start out with my people. So
Yeah.
that's why I kind of locate things in black areas. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And because in my heart, black people come first. Now I love all people, but that's just in my heart. But yeah, that's why it's kind of like why we do what we do. We wanted to see a change in Bartow County as far as the leadership.
Okay.
And we appreciate it, man.
And you know, I mean, the leadership. Go ahead.
So what makes you feel like? Because you see a lot of people with platforms or the ability to be able to help and give back to the community. What makes you feel like it's like your calling? Like you feel like you have to be able to do this for the people. Like you. What makes you feel like you need to do this?
Oh, it's in my blood.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go back to my dad. You can go to my granddad who's still living, and you gonna catch this man at the hospital 2-3 times a week because that's what he do. He go to the people in the hospital to pray for them, be there with them during their time of need, right?
Yep.
My great grandfather, I never met him in my life, right? He passed before I was even born, but he was a servant too.
Mm-hmm.
And I just truly believe like it's just in my blood.
It just trickled down.
And even on like the Carter Jones side of me, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's in me.
Because your dad did something with the New Frontier, didn't he?
Yeah, he did the Feed the Community dinner.
Do you still help out with the New Frontier? And
Not really.
Yeah.
Since I've been doing my own thing, but
Yeah.
it's all love. Anything I need, they're more than welcome to attend, and they help when they can. Like.
Yeah. I know that's how we grew up, man. We played on the
Them Buck
basketball
days.
team. Them Buck, Kevin Buck Rogers.
Okay.
Them
Yeah.
Buck days.
So, with your pops, I know growing up, he was a big part of a lot of these young dudes' life, especially mine.
Yeah.
You know, he inspired a lot of people. He helped out a lot of people. And how do you feel? Because I know you had to lose him early. So how do you feel being? How I want to put this. You growing up, you in your early 20s, mid 20s, still trying to figure out life yourself and figure out how you want to do things.
Mm-hmm.
And him being such a big part of the community, how do you feel not having him there no more at such a pivotal time in your life? Like, how does it?
Before you answer that, did that make you go harder in what you're trying to do to try to live live on and live through what he had going.
When I started it, it did, but I had to find like my own niche. That's why I didn't join the frontier, right?
Yeah.
I don't put pressure on myself to be like my father because we completely different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We completely different.
You look the same though.
We look the same, but we different, and you know it's a different day also.
Yeah.
And let's kind of go back to what you was talking about, how I felt when I lost him, and like doing this. Losing my dad was a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
I had to grow up. I feel like I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't lost him. Granted, I wish he was here,
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
but you know, I just see how God works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything is strategically planned, whether we know it or not, right?
Yeah.
So, it's kind of complicated. It's complicated because I grew up and I always followed him, right?
Yeah.
I followed my dad, all
He
his
was always
footsteps,
with your dad too.
Yeah.
right?
They was always together.
And then I lose him. Now you got to walk in your own shoes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's why I don't. People look at me like, and they see what I'm doing, right? They see everything we trying to do, because it's not just me. Let me shout out Circle of Advancement, because it's not just me. They see what we doing, and they see my dad.
Yep.
But it ain't that. It ain't that. His legacy is done. I'm still, you know, I'm still moving, and there's other things I want to do. Like I want to start a podcast.
Do it.
You know what
Do
I
it,
mean?
yeah.
Do it.
I wanna venture off more into my field, but I know that like my passion is serving people,
That's right.
and if anything, that's what gets me up out the bed every morning. You know, that's the reason I go to work, is because I want to serve people. But yeah, my dad was a legend.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Everybody know. Around
Everybody.
the city.
But yeah, it's no pressure.
Can't say your name
And-
without your father right behind you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's no pressure at all, you know. And that's to kids that's like me, that's losing parents at early age. I lost my dad. I had a birthday. I had just turned 20. Just turned 20, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know anything about the world for real.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's cold, and once you lose a parent, you think life cold. It get 10 times colder.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because the pressure was with family. It wasn't with the
Because
people.
You got
It
your
was
little
with
sister.
it was with family.
Man, I know it crushed Bianca.
It crushed her. It crushed my mom.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you know, I gotta
You gotta be
I
strong.
gotta
You gotta still
I gotta
up
try to
and
be
lead them.
strong.
It's
Yeah.
hard for you to really to grieve, because you gotta stay strong for them.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's I'm a big advocate for just therapy and having people to talk to, right? Because I didn't do that initially, and I had a whole bunch of stuff that just built up.
Mhm.
And I go on days where either I would binge and drink, or I'd cry for like 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because it's built up. That's what, open forums, bro. That's what this is, and that's why it's so important to have that person that you can talk to.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's right.
That's pretty deep though. Like, it's a difference when your father was never there. Like my father, he just wasn't there.
Yep.
So
Shout out to your dad though.
Yeah,
I love
I
that
mean,
man.
everybody loves him. Anytime somebody see me and they know who my father is, Perry Cooley.
Yeah.
But anyway, everybody always has great things to say about him. Like, I can't bash him. You know what I mean? He is a great man, but we just never had that relationship.
Right.
We just never, we was just never. Whenever I see him, it's all love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like, it's like every other year. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
every, pop up here, pop up there.
Yeah.
It's not like an everyday thing. So it's like, I can't relate on how growing up with a father was
No,
and
no,
then
I-
losing that father.
Right.
Because I never had that. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's a difference.
Yeah.
A big difference.
That's what.
So, go ahead.
I was just saying that's one thing I think I'm blessed, and our family has really been blessed with, is not having to lose nobody like in
Yeah.
immediate family. Not saying I ain't never lost nobody, cause I don't lost aunts, stuff like that. But as far as like my grandmother and her kids and like our family, we ain't never had to go through that. We had to go through it once with my grandfather, and I was
Yeah.
only 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So since then, I ain't never lost nobody
That's
that I
a
was like
blessing.
had that
Yeah.
attachment to like
That's
that.
a blessing. That's
So-
a blessing.
You know what I'm saying? I already know the day that actually comes, it's probably it's gonna kill me. But
It's gonna be tough, but man, you push through it. You pray through it. You be with your people, right?
That's right.
One thing I gotta shout out my friends.
They was there to help you and support you through it all.
AC Lee, the day my dad died, AC Lee could have went to like the Jay-Z and Kanye concert back when it was Watch the Throne, right?
Yep.
Dog didn't go. He came to
Stay.
the hospital, stay with your boy.
That's what's up.
VJ Candy would pick me up, just ride me around. Chris Elwoods, man, all them.
And it's funny because all the men that you were shouting at right now are really genuine. Like that's really there.
Yeah,
like it wasn't a flex. It's all really there. You know what I mean?
Me and Trevor Shaw, Trevor pull up in West End. Y'all, if you know me, y'all know I'm West End to death.
Yeah.
But but Trevor come out there, man. We'll sit, talk for hours. It's good friendship. Yeah, y'all just giving me 15 minutes. I need more.
No.
Okay.
No, keep going, man. We
Josh, I need a little more. Tavares, what's up, man? I need a refill. You bartender.
He bartender. I know, right? Come on, bro.
That's El Barner over there.
Come on, bartender.
El Barner.
But yeah. And it's just like, like you said, our grandfather passed at a young age. My grandfather was like my father figure because I lived with my grandmother and my grandfather. You see what I'm saying? So that was like me losing my father. And that was harder on me because I was a little older than he was, I still, he buried out here by Dillinger. I still go out there and sit with him, talk to him and all that good stuff, it's different. But yeah, let's switch the vibe up a little bit.
Let's talk about this the Circle of Advancement, the toy drive mixer. What's that? Talk to me about that.
So next Saturday, I'm gonna need everybody in this room now. Even you, camera lady.
Camera lady, we in there next
Camera lady,
Saturday.
I need you there.
What's next Saturday?
That's the 15th.
That's 15.
We ain't got nothing going on next Saturday. We in there.
So I'm having a toy drive mixer, and what it is people come bring toys. You can buy stuff from vendors. We gonna feed you, and we're gonna have a panel discussion this year on mental health. The panel consists of Aaron Jones, all these different professionals, therapists, social workers.
But it's Aaron. She be doing a lot in the community.
Yeah, she do. She be working. It's Aaron. There's a lady named Margaret Conley, Lyrica Solomon. Y'all know Lyrica?
Yep, Woodland's finest, man.
I know.
One of them Woodland products.
I'm older, so I don't know.
Yeah, she's solid though. Darian Lyons, Eric Johnson. I don't want to forget nobody.
It's a lot. He didn't forget
it's
you.
A lot. I ain't forget you.
He on the spot right now.
I ain't forget you. But so we're gonna have people come out, donate toys, and then you can enjoy yourself, buy something from vendors, and we're gonna have this discussion on mental health, which is vital because we're gonna talk about mental health in our community, right? And why black people look at therapy like it's taboo.
Yep.
And so I don't know. I didn't put the panel together. Darian did. Shout out to her. But yeah, come out, man. It's gonna be a good time. Last year we had close to. Josh, did you come last year? Oh my God.
Trying to put him on the spot. You're like, nah. I don't remember that.
Okay.
Start sweating.
We had close to 80 to 100 people. It's gonna be a unity worship. That's Pastor Holly's church. In that plaza where
Rugged
Warehouse.
Oh, well, we did the I said that like I put it together. When Jack did the back to school.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be right there, and we're gonna have a good little turnout. Where that paper at, Jack? Hold on.
You got the paper? Put it on the camera.
We front page today.
Put it in the camera. Let's see what we got.
We front page today. They got me looking crazy.
Looking tired out here working on the newspaper front page.
They got me looking crazy.
You about to hop on it.
Okay.
Hold on, Jack.
Get on that bike. You know that's his sign. That's his right side. No, we're gonna leave you alone.
Chris would have killed me if I ain't said.
Man, what?
So you said you work for the radio station, right? Shout out your radio
Yeah.
station.
WBHL 1450. They probably wouldn't like to see me on a podcast drinking, but hey.
So what you doing on the radio station?
So I'm a reporter. I'm not on the radio, but I'm a reporter and pretty much I go to different city council meetings, school board meetings, write up a little script for them in the morning.
Yep.
And they talk about it.
So you really on there? You just not on there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
your
on there.
words are on
My
there.
words on there.
It's just not you.
It's just not me saying it. Exactly.
All right, you talked about in your bio. You talked about Cartersville's growth and what it means for Earth and stuff like that. What you mean by that? Talk to me.
I meant for everyone. That I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was out when I did that.
So what you mean by that? As far as the growth of Cartersville and what it means to everybody, what is that?
I mean, it's just expanding, but I'm looking at it as far as like everything that's popped up this year.
Okay.
And people just, people doing things. So you got Love Travels, She Matters,
Yeah.
the Big Baby Podcast.
Straight to the point podcast.
I was about to get
I'm
there.
just saying.
I was about to get there.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. All these different things. All these different things what people doing community outreach, right?
Mhm.
And then you come with a platform for us to speak about it.
Yep.
I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
That's why I keep
what we're
saying.
here for.
Anybody that you out there working, starting your business, whatever you got, come on in and talk about it.
Through and talk about it.
Let's promote.
Help each other
Yeah,
out.
we're
man.
trying to help everybody.
Because the only way we're going to expand is together.
Exactly.
It's together. That's why
We want to
I
see
look-
everybody win.
I look at Jack like a big brother.
Yeah.
Because Jack opens doors
But
for
everybody.
everybody.
All
Yeah.
the time.
He's
You
the
know what
big
I mean?
brother of the Ville.
All the time.
Yeah, Jack. You
Big
know,
brother.
We remember when you had braids, but
Hey,
you big homie now. You
Big homie, yeah. you was big homie then.
True.
But yeah.
How was Tennessee State? How was
Lord.
up there at Tennessee State?
You see, I'm back in Cartersville. Nah.
What you major in up there?
Journalism.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm actually going back. I didn't finish. I got a semester left.
Okay.
But man, time of my life.
Yeah.
Time of my life.
You didn't party too hard.
We used to party in Tennessee all the time. Me and my boy Patrick Rowe.
Party too hard. Guess what they used to call me?
What?
Todd Dean, the Turn Up King. Y'all think I'm playing?
You was partying too hard. He said, "Ain't no such thing as partying too hard."
Y'all think I'm playing?
That's why I was wondering, because I thought it was a party school, like it was one of the turn-ups.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I
But,
thought.
they take care of business too. They instilled that in me too. So shout out to Tennessee State. I'll see y'all in the summer. But, and I won't be partying.
He said, "I gotta get in the books this
Yeah,
time. I gotta get this done."
Oh man.
Look,
But yeah.
I encourage all kids to go to black schools. And I'm messing up the mic.
All right, so check this out. When it's all said and done, what do you want to be known for in your hometown community?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want your name to be when it's all said and done for you?
I want people to know that I had fun living my life.
Yep.
I do what I want because I am who I am, and I'm not gonna change for nobody.
Yep.
But I also want people to understand that I take care of business when it comes to serving my people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And whether it's through the Circle of Advancement, myself, the Bartow County Diversity Group, shout out to them. We was in the parade this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna serve people to the day I die.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it be what I'm doing now or if God choose me to do something else, that's what I'm gonna do. But I live with no regrets now. You know what I mean? I don't regret
That's right.
nothing that's happened in the past, and I'm ready for whatever comes in the future. It's simple with me. I just want people to understand I'm not perfect. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna back it up though by serving people always and forever.
That's what's up.
That was real poetic, huh?
It was.
Hey,
You did that.
I like that. You got real deep.
Yeah, you came from the heart with that one.
You think I can get a verse?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, gonna throw you on the track with Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag bars.
I'm telling you, I did that for you, bro.
You see, he kept looking over there. He's like, "You see me, right? You see this?
I want you to
I
know.
want you to hear this right now."
So,
But yeah, you got it.
go ahead.
What you gotta go?
No, go ahead.
Now you got it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Take off. Offset.
How you gonna take off Offset?
It just go together.
It does.
No, I was just gonna ask, like, growing up in this community, you know, you had your pops, people like Buck, people like that growing up. How did those kind of men influence you, like, into the man that you are today? Like, how did they help you as far as who the man you are today?
Have I cussed on this podcast?
No, go on, get
Go
you
ahead,
one.
do your thing.
She said, "Get you."
Get you one
I
enough.
just
Go
didn't,
ahead, get you one off.
I just don't know if. Well, what they taught me was, who was this?
What in the world? Go around.
All right,
It look like LA. Throw it out.
that's
Yeah.
LA. Is
How you ladies here to your own podcast? It was.
LA country for knocking.
Hey, that's how it is. It's the real podcast.
Hey,
You
we
might
keep
get
it real.
anything. You
We keeping it
gonna
real.
get anything on here. You just heard somebody knocking on the
Hey.
door, right?
Raw and uncut.
We working.
Raw and uncut.
It is what it is.
But yeah, go ahead now. You forgot the question.
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah. What was
Three
the
No, I was just asking what those
Oh.
kind of men do for you, like help you turn into the man you are today.
They a man's man, right?
That's
so
right.
they taught me don't take no shit, and always take care of your business, pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Come
right.
on, LA, we know you in
I know.
here.
Come on in here, LA.
They know you.
We raw and uncut.
Hey, the camera already know you late. Get in here.
We heard you knock on the door.
Yeah, 'cause I'm standing outside.
Straight to the point podcast. Chelsea Vince, LA just
It's
stepped
your
in
girl,
the
I am
building.
Miss LA.
It's your girl.
Hey,
She
y'all.
just stepped in the building.
What's up, LA?
You know, we're gonna
Hey,
keep
y'all.
it raw, uncut.
Now look, when I was back in my hold on, I'm messing the mic up again.
Leave the mic alone, time.
Look, back in the day when we used to go to the skating rink, I had the biggest crush on LA.
Woo! Step it on
I'm
in.
just
Go
throwing
put it
that
out there, then. Go.
I'm just throwing that out there because I'm grown now.
We grown.
Okay.
We
There you
grown
go.
now.
Now you got your
Yeah.
cup.
The confidence.
Hey, they say the liquor bring it out. The truth serum. We in there.
Go ahead. She need a shot.
Don't give
let
him
me
no
a
more the
shot.
truth serum.
I'm gonna pull myself some.
But yeah,
But yeah, man, they back to those influences, great guys. They didn't take none, and that's kind of how I live. I ain't gonna take none, and I'm always gonna take care of business.
That's right.
But yeah, man, Buck's still a big part of my life. You know,
Buck that guy. Buck
Yeah.
tell you hit the line in a minute too. Hit the line.
give me a suicide.
Real quick.
You missed the shot, suicide.
I ain't hitting no lines no more.
Oh, y'all over there laughing? Hit the line.
Hey, no. I remember we used to be on them basketball tournaments, and Eric Cole and Chris Elwood used to be joning the whole time. I tell you, we had to run so much after that weekend. We ain't never go a weekend with it, and we didn't get in trouble.
Oh, Monday.
When you just said that, I
We
picture
might run
Chris
the whole
Big Butt
practice.
running. You know how he be running his own.
And I don't know why he want to keep getting in trouble, because he always the
And he
last
was-
one.
Yeah, and he running. And the whole time he could be like, oh man, but man, you playing.
Eric too.
It was
man.
good times. Yeah, Eric
Yeah,
too.
man.
it was good times though, man. It was good times.
I can't. I'm trying to remember.
Hey, brother, what is this? This is good. This is good for real.
Now they got the boy tipsy on the show on the wine.
Oh, it's good for real.
Oh, it's legit.
You know, over there, look, I was on deployment. I was over there in Africa, and you can only drink 2 drinks a day. They give you a card. You can only drink 2 drinks a day. The wine was the best thing hidden, and it was the strongest.
Yeah.
That's everybody in there drinking wine, cause you drink them little beers. You ain't everybody in there drinking wine.
Hey, where you was at?
I was in Djibouti, but I was actually over
He
there
was in your booty.
in the middle. Chill. I was over. See how y'all doing?
That boy said, hey man, I was in your booty.
We was over there in the Middle East. I was over there. My deployment was in the Middle East in Bahrain, and I was out there on the
Oh,
ships.
AC out there right now.
Yeah, I was out there on them ships, but then when we had to get ready to leave, we had to go and meet up with our other unit, and so they was in Djibouti in Africa. So we had to stay there for about 3 weeks.
All right, can I interview y'all now?
What you gotta say?
What made you join the military?
Man, I just
Question.
my little boy, really.
Okay.
2012, and actually, one of my friends at the time had hit me up like, "Hey man, let's join the military," because he had a kid. Like, "Hey man, let's join the military, yada. I got a kid now. I got to do this and that." So I'm like, "Man, look, he want to join the army."
Okay.
I'm like, "Man, I'm not joining no army. Them boys rugged." I said, "I join the
Be
Navy."
honest.
Facts.
I said, "I'll join the Navy with you if you do it." He's like, "Oh, okay, cool." So we went, we take the ASVAB. I passed flying colors, no problem. He ain't passed. So that's why I'm not gonna put my guy's name out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he ain't passed. So I said, "Okay, man, you gotta go back and take it again." He take it again. He ain't passed. I said, "Bro, what you doing?" But by this time, I done got so hyped with the idea of going. I'm
Yeah.
like, forget it. I'm gonna go ahead and go through with it. 6 years later, I'm still in. He never came. I
Damn.
went because of him. You know what I'm saying? He put it in my head like, yo, let's do this. We got these kids on the way. Let's do this.
He set you up. For
Well,
the
okay,
okey-doke.
cool. I went in. He still ain't in there to this day. So
Oh, it's too late now.
yeah, I'm 6 years in. So you know what I mean?
It's over, soldier.
Yeah, it's over for my guy. He's still so. But yeah, that's why I enjoy it, man. I love it though.
How long you plan on staying in?
I want to look.
He got to sweating like Josh.
I want to do a 20. But that's only if certain things don't pop off of my life, my career. You know what I'm saying? Because I do the acting and stuff like that. So if I can get that going, I'm gonna get out. But if
He got
not,
the acting and straight to the point podcast.
you know we go straight
You know
to
what
the
I'm
point,
saying?
man. They know what this is.
I'm just saying.
We always here.
How straight to the point? How did that form?
Okay, so I'm gonna answer that
Okay,
question.
I just slid in that thing.
Look,
Right, you know how niggas slide in your
Yeah.
DM.
Yeah.
that
That's
was
cool.
just that nigga. Hey, he came in on the skates.
Yeah,
And they said we in front of a camera. I said I gotta be there.
Look, you know how they say shoot your shot. That what he did.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he went on past. He didn't even shoot his shot. He was
Okay.
like touchdown. Like,
So
he
we
didn't
was,
care.
I'm at work, right? And I'm a server, so I'm at work, and it's the end of the night. I'm scrolling through my phone, LA. I want to start a podcast. I just had this idea not too long ago. I was like, hit her up. Say less, what's up, cuz? She was like, here go my number, hit me up. Next day I call her, she don't answer. I text her, hey, I just called you. She gonna say from what number? Nigga, the number I'm texting you from.
Oh, yeah, shit.
LA,
Hey,
Philly.
hey, that's West End too.
Yeah, West End.
West End.
Heavy. We
But
heavy.
so then, we started chopping it up. We're gonna get it done, we're gonna get to it, whatever. So then I was like, we were sitting there and I was like, shit, everybody always got 3 people on their podcast. It's 2 females. We need to have a male. You see what I'm saying? To balance out what we don't, you know what I mean? If we don't agree on something, they come in with a different opinion. So we start brainstorming, and I'm talking to him, and he was like, yeah, podcast, man. I feel that. Y'all gonna be doing real good, man. But
That's how I
he
shoot
keep-
my shot.
Yeah, he keeps saying, man, that's gonna take off. Y'all gonna be doing real good, man. I was like, bro, you want to be on the podcast? Say less. I'm in there.
Hey, I threw the hoop. You know what I mean? I had to set it
I was
up.
like, man, we need a male, man. You trying to be in or what?
I threw the
Say
alley-oop.
less. I'm
I threw
in
the
there.
And then
alley-oop.
for me, it was just more so like, because at the end of the day, like, we're family.
Yeah.
So it's like I grew up with her, but not only that, we're related.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
it's kind of like when she gave me her idea, I had my own idea on my own, but it was like I didn't know that this is something that she had already been pondering on.
Yeah.
For me, it was just more so about wanting to talk to people, wanting to figure out who's doing what at this point, and just really trying to give people a platform.
Right,
Just
right.
trying to make a difference. And then for my own reasons, because I done started back doing music. So it was just more so to involve myself with people on a more so positive note. Because, when I used to involve myself with people, everybody know that it was always on negative note. So I'm just, I wanted to use it to let people know, like, you can grow, you can mature, you can do things with your
Right,
life
right.
despite what you've done, despite where you've been. So when she told me she wanted to do it, I was like, well, why not? We've done things. We used to do music before. We done spent the night at each other's house and all kind of things. So I was really excited. Then when she told me about Baby Boy, I'm like, talking about the little boy with the bow wow braids. Oh, okay.
Hell no.
Oh, okay. So then when I realized who she was talking about, I'm like, oh, so this baby Tyrese now, he ain't got bow wow braids no more. So now he Tyrese, old sweet lady. Oh, okay. So, it was really, really, really a good idea. And then with the people that we've met so far, like I said, it's really been amazing because I'm getting to hear about what people are doing, like, and people I didn't even know rap, like Trill, I didn't even know he rap.
Trill?
Yeah,
That's
the
my
Trill,
boy.
didn't even know anything about him other than he had 1,000 kids. That's it.
She said 1,000 kids.
How many kids Trey
No,
got?
just playing.
Oh.
Okay.
But he cool though. He cool. All I've ever known for him to be just who I never knew that he was talented. So to sit down with him and to hear his story, it made me gain a whole different another level of respect for him. Period. So
Trill, he got something called I think Trail Levert coming out something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
Trail Alert. They got Trail Alert.
It's Trail Levert.
So you
Yeah.
finna get the singing on.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you.
yeah.
You finna.
Look,
He
I'm
said he gonna be
saying,
on that.
Lady.
Oh yeah.
look, Trail got to come hard on that.
Oh yeah.
He hard though.
He is. You got to download his stuff, man.
Yeah, check him out.
Man, that's my boy. We good. Trail solid.
All right, Todd. You got anybody
Alright.
you want to shout out?
Give some
Shout
shout
out,
outs. Social media,
yeah.
everything.
Shout out Circle of Advancement. Y'all the best team in America. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to I don't know. I don't do shout outs. But shout out COA, man. Follow us at the Circle of Advancement on Instagram. We got a Circle of Advancement Facebook page. Follow me at T133 on Instagram. I don't do Twitter, and y'all know my name from Facebook. It's my full name. So
Todd Dean.
yeah,
My guy.
I ain't hard to find if you're looking for me. Straight like that. Straight to the point podcast.
You already
you already
know.
know what it is, man.
We appreciate you coming out. You know,
For sure.
chopping it up with us.
Y'all killed
Yeah.
my wine. I gotta.
And you definitely coming back. But I
Yeah.
feel that wine,
Sure
man.
did. I'm still on the first.
You definitely got to come back though, man, and share more with us.
She gonna have
Yeah, man. We can sit down. I'm gonna let Josh take my spot.
Nah, we're gonna go ahead and
intermission
Yeah.
or something.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm going.
That's
We
it.
need to
And wrap it up.